Record. So welcome to Creating a Magical Life, actually Magical Body, Being, and Life. But today is number 3, Creating a Magical Life. And I want to kind of put this whole thing together. And you have to excuse me, I'm on the way of getting rid of a cold, so my voice is kind of, we'll see what my voice does today. So the part that I want to focus on today, the element of, you see this picture here of Neo in the Matrix movie stopping the bullets that the Matrix sent at him. And it's like, that's the concept, is like, how do we take the weird stuff that life throws at us, and how do we change it, stop it? How do we make this reality work for us? And how do we get rid of the stuff that sabotages us? And just to a varying degree, depending on where you are in your path, you may have more or less of this. But we're going to look at that, because the further you go, the more aware you become, the more you start to notice there's a lot of this stuff everywhere, and it's kind of saturated into all kinds of places. And you start to go, well, wow, what do I do with this? And so what I want to do is I want to explore with you this picture of, like, what do you do with this stuff that the Matrix does to manipulate your reality? And we've alluded to it, but I want to make this a bit more concrete. So allow yourself to kind of feel into this. So how much are you blocking your magical life? And how much is there something external from you blocking you from having a magical life? And again, this is one of those areas where we're not supposed to look at this, so there's stuff that kind of gets in our way. So let's do a little bit of clearing on this. So what is it? All the unknowable, unspeakable, unseeable, untouchable, undetectable, unconsciousness, anti-consciousness, energy fog, disinformation cloaking, Wernicke's commands, booby traps, and all the covert, unseen, unacknowledged, undisclosed energies and frequencies around all this. And take all that stuff. Can we put all that in the pile?
Yep.
Yeah, I choose that. And in the pile in front, and everything down below, in the pile, everything from back behind, in the pile up above. We have front, left, right, inside, outside, everything remaining. And take a step back from that, and body, tell your body, let go of that, not yours, not you, not you, not you. Let it go, 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 let it go. And can we shrink all that down to less than nothing?
Yes, I choose that.
Yes, yeah. I choose that.
Yeah, I choose that. Thank you. And vaporize. Big ball of flame. Anything remaining, toasted. And let's ask that again. So, truth, how much are you blocking your magical life? And how much is there something else external blocking you from having a magical life? And which one of those has more energy about it?
Jason, it seems like a cooperative venture.
So which one, the first one have more energy, the second one, or is it kind of mixable?
Mixable.
Cool, very good. Anybody else?
For me it was the second one.
Cool.
Yes, me too.
Cool. Anybody else?
It was about 50-50 for me.
Cool.
Yeah. Same.
Second one.
Cool.
Second
Anybody?
one had more.
Second one?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, and as you, like, there are things where you can be getting in your own way. But actually what's interesting is when you start to dig behind those things. So allow yourself to look at all the places in your life where you feel that you're sabotaging yourself. And truth, how much is that you, the infinite being, creating that sabotage? And how much is it something external from you, something else creating that sabotage?
Something else.
Anybody else?
Yeah, something else.
Something else.
It's definitely something else.
Mm-hmm.
99.9% something else.
Yep.
Well, the
Yeah.
mind is just grabbing things that the universe throws in front. So for me, I choose it. When I do it, I sit in the computer instead of, working on me.
Well, yeah,
Distraction.
but the concept is that there are things that are there that are designed to be a distraction. So it's like by design, they're designed to engage you as a distraction. And the more you're aware of that, the more you have choice in it, because you recognize, wait a minute, this has got a hypnotic effect. Like many years ago, I stopped watching television, and I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but for me, it messed with me something fierce. And because I realized it was like hypnotizing me into, I would trance and hours would go by, and I come back and I'm like, whoa, what happened? Where did I go? And like I lost control, and I'm like, okay, enough of this crap. Not amused. I started to become aware that there are things in this reality that are designed to manipulate me or alter my reality in some way. In this case, trance me. So it's like that process of becoming more aware of those manipulations in our reality allows you to choose the life that you prefer. If you're not aware of them, then it's kind of difficult to know what to do different because you don't know why. You just know it is that way. So becoming aware, as you expand your awareness, you start to recognize there's more and more of this stuff that's kind of snagging you. Allow yourself to perceive where's everywhere your life has been interfered with to limit your magic. Whoa. Okay, and expand to bigger than that and bigger than that. Yeah, we're not grabbing enough of it. Let's do expanding, which I think was on my list here anyway. Yeah. So allow yourself to connect to the authentic, symbiotic planet as it actually is. There's many versions of the planet. Connect to the one that is nurturing for your body. There you go. And allow yourself to expand to bigger than the planet. So you're encompassing the entire planet.
Thank you.
And I'm going to mute somebody here. I'm not sure who that is. And now allow yourself to expand to bigger than the solar system in all directions, including above you and including below you and behind you and in front of you and left and right. Ooh, yeah. And expand to bigger than the universe in all directions, including down below, up above, back behind, way up front, left, right, and inside, outside. And expand to bigger than the multiverse, all the multiple universes in all directions. Whoa. Yep, keep going. Bigger than that, bigger, double that, double that, double that, double that, bigger, 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 double that, double that. Yeah, there you go. Okay, double that, double that, double that. Yep. And then bigger than the beyond-verse. And then beyond that, and beyond that, and beyond that, and beyond that, in all directions. And now bigger than the infinite realms. Whew. Wow, there you go. And allow yourself to connect in to your infinite being. And allow yourself to connect into the infinite planet. Or allow your body to connect into the infinite planet. And I'd like you to stay expanded, but also be present. Often people expand and kind of zone out, and they're like, woo! It's like, stay, woo, but be, boom, here now. Like, what if you could live your life in this expanded place where you are perceiving all of it and containing, or not containing, you're engaging all of it, which is what you do anyway, but you're aware of it, but you're not zoned out, like you can still be functional. So that's my invitation, is to be functional and expanded at the same time. There you go. Yeah. And what is everything in the way or preventing you from being your natural expanded self and be functional at the same time, completely functional in this reality? And can we put all that in the pile?
Yes.
Yeah, I choose it. And we're going to add more to that pile. And where's everywhere your life has been interfered with to limit your magic?
Ooh.
Whew, now we can feel it. Okay, and expand to bigger than all that. So you're bigger than the interferences. Wow, there you go. And allow yourself to grab all that interference, and let's put all that in the pile. And everything that's been manipulated, altered in your reality, everything that's been put in there to limit you, confine you, to in any way shut down or block your magic, allow yourself to perceive all that. And can we put all that in the pile too?
Yes.
Yeah, I choose that.
Just choose that.
Whoa, wow, in the pile. And everything from down below, from all of these, whoop, in the pile, back behind, in the pile, up above, way out front, left, the right, inside, outside, everything remaining all in the pile. Take a step back from that. Whoa. And tell your body, that's not you. It's not yours. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Body, not yours. Not yours. Not yours. Not you. Not you. Let it go. 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 There we go. And can we? Wow. There we go. And separate. Like you, what happens is it gets so in your reality that you become it. Allow yourself to distance yourself from that pile. Like that's not me. As a matter of fact, there's a clearing modality that has the phrase, "This is not I. This is my creation. I permit it to discreate." If you've ever taken that program. Like just step back from that. Like that's not me. Just choose that's not mine. And everything that is, can we just shrink that down to less than nothing?
Yes, I choose that.
Yeah. Yeah, I choose that. And half size, half, hyper shrink, and vaporize. Send voca can't reclaim, null void, null void, null void, null void. Bash anchors, bash anchors, bash anchors, bash anchors, bash anchors. Okay, and let all this stuff go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Not yours, not yours, not yours, not yours. And let's grab a vacuum. So picture like some big black hole somewhere with a big long retractable vacuum hose, like a shop vac, a mega shop vac, and bring it down and just kind of vacuum up your reality. All the stuff left behind, all the garbage left behind, just and behind you and down below, way down there. And thank you, hose, and let all that go. There we go. And how do you feel now? Yeah, nice. So now let's go back and look at this again. So truth, how much are you blocking your magical life? And how much is there something external blocking you from having a magical life?
Feels pretty open.
Cool. Very good. Very good. And if you still feel stuff, that's not unusual either. Anybody else still feel stuff there?
I feel a little bit of stuff kind of right around me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. And just, you know what to do with that. Yeah. Cool. Yep. So what is your life like so what happens is this, what I originally came into the kind of the concept of, well, once I clear this, it would be all fine. And like all the stuff would go away and I'd be clear. And I'd be like, woo, and I could go on with life. And there have been stages where I have broken free of the programmed constraints of things, and I did experience that space of freedom for a period of time. And then what I noticed is it's almost like there's these typical constructs that are here to snag everybody, but once you clear those, you get beyond that, and Australians call it the tall poppy syndrome, where it's like you get past everybody else and something else seems to come along and attempt to add more manipulation. They attempt to interfere in your reality to put you back down again. Anybody ever experienced that? Like you feel like you got free and then something changed and it felt like you kind of got squashed down again?
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, what was that like?
Yeah.
How did you experience that?
Well, I used to think that I was just trying to set my pace with everybody else. But I kept thinking, okay, well, maybe it's something else. But then it's like I'll come up and I have all these awarenesses and I'll be creating all this great stuff. And then I'll talk to some people and then it'll kind of pace set along with them. So I'm like, what is happening? And then I'm like resisting and reacting. And then it's a whole hot mess.
Yep. That well described. Yeah. And that there's a thing that we're just kind of onto now that we'll in the upcoming course we'll go deeper into, and that's the whole empathic thing. I just always assumed that we're empathic, and I was always told I'm empathic. But what if empathic isn't a natural state of being? What if being aware is a natural state of being and empathic is a manipulation? And so that you get into other people's reality and you start picking up their crap. And start syncing up with their reality. And I noticed that too. Like as clear as I could be totally clear, and then I get out with other people, and then it's like the longer I'm there, I start to like imitate or mirror or pick up their stuff. And I can clear it again because I now recognize it, but it's like, how do we change this so that no longer happens? That's in my research and development division, or my way of thinking about it is research development. So we'll be going more into that in the course, and I think that's connected to that. Anybody else? What was it like in your kind of after you got free kind of thing?
For me, it's like I'm out there watering my garden, and then somebody comes along and just starts shit with me for no reason. I'm just standing there minding my own business.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now I can say, oh, well, that's interesting. And now
Cool.
I can, but for a long time I couldn't.
Yeah.
But I get there, and then,
So there is actually a way of you go. We can't do it here in this call, but you look at after you have those experiences, you go, okay, what is everything under and below in creating that? Like, so when you just have these bizarre experiences, you can find agreements and you can find kind of garbage down in the depths of things for you, your body, the planet, that allows that to occur. I used to have that almost continuously, and I reached a place where I kept digging and digging and digging. I cleared it out, and then it's gone. Like, I don't have those, or if I have them, they're extraordinarily rare. So every time you have those, look at what's down below that and just ask and clear that stuff. Okay?
okay, thank you.
Yeah, cool. Anybody else? Experience of what it was like when you got clear and then...
Yeah, Jaden, I'll pop in here. I get cleared and I'm going along very nicely, and then all of a sudden something else nice and bright and shiny pops up, and I said, oh, look at that. I think I'll try that out.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm off running again, and I don't finish what I started.
Yep.
The
Yep.
story of my life.
Yeah, and there's like what I do for that personally, because I mean I think we all have that bright, they call it bright shiny object syndrome. It's like I'll take times in my life where I feel like when I have a sense of direction, when it's like, yes, I know where I'm going and I have a sense of clarity about life, I won't engage bright shiny objects. Like, I'll notice them and go, okay, thank you very much. I may tag it for later and see if it's still interesting later, but I will ignore those because I have a direction to go. When I reach a space where I'm like dumbfounded or I don't know where to go next, it's like I've reached the end of a path and I'm looking for where to go from here, I will allow myself to tap into those bright shiny objects and see which one, and I'll walk a little bit down that path and see what that's like, and I'll test a variety of those. So I compartmentalize. That's kind of how I handle the bright shiny object thing. Does that help?
Yeah, that's good. Thanks.
Yeah, cool. So I want to look at, so what would your life be like in 10 years if you like didn't do anything with this external influence or manipulation that the matrix throws at you? And what would your life be like in 10 years if you became more aware of that external influence. And what do you notice difference between the two of those energies?
If you ignore
It
it, it feels like your life is just going to be like your life is always. And if you become aware of it, then you can choose something beyond it. Or
Yeah. Do you notice,
Feel more-
what does it feel like, the difference between those?
Like being a victim and not being a victim for
Oh,
me.
Okay, cool.
being
Yeah.
open and being narrowed.
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah. Cool. Very good.
One of them is feeling like you can breathe and feeling like you can't breathe.
Mhm. Yep. Anybody else?
Jaden, I keep
For me,
thinking
it was
of
light.
I keep thinking of people in institutions when I engage with people in institutions, and all this manipulation and energetic stuff is coming at me. So if I ignored it, it would mean that I wouldn't engage with people in institutions. And I'm at a point now where I'm branching out away from my paid work into something new, and I'm acutely aware of it. As long as I work with my own magic, I suppose, plant my magic seeds. That's how I termed it.
Yep.
I feel really good and strong, and the future is kind of opening up in front of me. But as soon as I think of grabbing that project that's forming for me and attaching it to whether it's a university or a workplace or a training institution, and people come into it, it gets really heavy very quickly.
Yes. Yes. So
Yeah.
when you're expanding into new, it's like you've chosen that more expansive path. When you expand into new, there's an evolvement and a growing that occurs. So that's actually a natural experience.
But my concern is that I'll it's with that ignoring thing, I'd have to go solo the whole way. If I was to ignore it or trying to avoid is probably the better term, then I'd stay clear of it and just become a solo operator. But I don't think that's not what I'm meant to do.
Right.
It's engaging with community, engaging with
so
in a way that I don't get bogged down.
So let me pause you because I can't get too specific into your thing, but it's like, what if it's not a black and white thing? What if it's, there are places where it's lighter to engage community and even organizations, and places where it's not, and you kind of sift it, you the wheat from the chaff kind of thing, you separate those apart. Do you see the concept?
Yeah.
Because what the matrix will go, no, you're always going to have to engage this. You either have to go out isolated on your own or deal with the bullshit. And it's like, no, there's a medium, but there's a happy medium that you can thread between the two of those.
Yeah, the avoiding and ignoring is just another tangle, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. Good catch.
I also think that we need energetic support from people that share the energy that feels congruent to us.
Yes.
That's expansive.
Yes.
And I think in that transition that she's talking about, it can be extremely isolating to have the awareness and to be choosing energetically something different, but not being aware of where your resources are for support, energetic support.
Right. Right. Cool. I'm going to stop this thread because we've kind of gotten a little bit too focused. But yes, agreed. Thank you. So I want to get back to, and Lori, I think you had a share about how does the difference feel between whether you're on if you ignore the external interference and if you become aware of it?
When to become aware of it, the energy in that moment was a big giant pop. Like, whoa, it just went, whew.
Yeah.
It was a huge expansive pop. It felt like a pop. So that was
cool. Pop.
Yeah.
I like that. That's
pop.
Yeah.
That's good. And it's also like being released from prison or some, like graduating.
Yeah. You're exiting some container into a bigger space.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah.
So for me, what I noticed, what changed my life completely was when there's one choice that I make, and you may have seen me use this before. There's one choice that you could make that can radically double your awareness, or triple or quadruple, and it actually also brings a lot of clarity to your life as well. Because what if that external matrix interference is all around us here? It's like embedded in the planet. It can be specific in our life. And if you don't allow yourself to become aware of it, it's not going to go away. It still engages you. It's like I think Ron was talking about the commercials, the television, the bright shiny objects as things that draw you. There is that manipulation in our reality. But when you become aware of it, you can make a different choice about it. If you're not aware of it, you're kind of drawn unconscious into this, and you don't understand why you don't have the capacity to change it. It's because there's so much going on that you're not aware of. By becoming aware, all of a sudden, boom, like you see things that you didn't see before. Why things unfold the way they unfold in your life all of a sudden becomes really obvious, and then you can choose something different. So my invitation for you is to commit to becoming aware of all interference, like basically anything manipulating, altering, or seeking to block you from engaging your magic, your direction, your awareness. And as you allow that, you start to recognize these different things in your reality that it's like, wow, yeah, I never noticed that this comes through this person. And you learn, okay, I'm going to engage that person differently. And you start making different choices about things. Your reality changes and you have more access to your magic because you're not being squashed anymore. Like for me, what I learned is there's so much of this reality that's being hidden by the interference. So much of the magic of what's possible here is almost deliberately, I will say deliberately, but it's going to take a while for me to show that to you, hidden from us so that you can't see it and you can't access it. And one of the things that I love to do with people is remove what hides it so you have access to it again. It actually turns out there are things you're not supposed to look at. You're actually programmed and conditioned to not look at it. And so what are all the things that interference has determined you're not allowed to look at or you're not allowed to see? Let yourself perceive that. Wow. Feel that? All the stuff you're not allowed. What does that feel like?
Yuck. Feels like yuck. And it's massive.
Yep. Yep. Anybody else?
In a word, nauseating.
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody else?
I like looking at it for some reason. Sorry for being weird.
No, I like being weird. Yeah. But how does it feel when you engage the energy of it?
It's not like it's that close to me. I can see it, but it's not close to me.
Cool. Anybody else? How does it feel, this stuff that you're not allowed to look at?
Like
it like repels you.
Yeah. Yeah.
To me, it's like a big black solid brick wall. It has a very hard quality to it. It's very firm.
Yeah.
A quagmire?
Say that again?
A quagmire, a lot of mud.
Quagmire. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of goopy, icky. Yeah.
Yep.
Stuff. Yeah. So
like a car sucking you in.
Yeah. Yeah.
For me, it about pushed me over.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, oh, look at that. So allow yourself to grab that. Now, you don't have to touch it. You can put on your special gloves if you need to. Grab all that stuff and let's push that into the pile. All in the pile. And distance yourself from it. Choose to let go of that. All the things you're not allowed to look at, not allowed to see. And everything from down below that in the pile, back behind that, up above, way out front, from the left, from the right, inside, outside everything remaining, all in the pile, all in the pile. And I'm going to add another layer to this. These are the things that prevent you from seeing it. So allow yourself to see which one of these comes up. These are the body ones. What are all the unknowable, unspeakable, unseeable, untouchable, and undetectable energies? Those are the body things. Put those in the pile. And what is all the unconscious, anti-conscious energy fog? Okay. Disinformation, cloaking, Wernicke's commands. That's programming. Ooh, wow. And booby traps, more programming. And can we put all that stuff in the pile?
Yes.
Yes,
I
I
choose
choose
that.
it.
Wow. Wow. Okay, let go of that. And then all the covert, unseen, unacknowledged, and undisclosed energies and frequencies around this. Blah. Feels weird, squirrely stuff. Can we put all that in the pile?
Yes, I choose it.
Yeah, I choose that. And then now everything that's left from any of these topics down below in the pile, bulldozer, back behind, up above, way out front, left, right, inside, outside, everything remaining, all in the pile, all in the pile. Take a step back from that pile. And body, let that go. Not you, not yours, not you, not yours, not you, not yours. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Not yours, not yours, not yours, not yours, not yours. My body can relax. And can we take that whole big pile of things and keep shrinking it down, half, 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 until there's less than nothing, until it's just gone. Yes, I choose that. Yep.
Yes,
Hyper shrink. Ooh. Gone. And vaporize. Anything remaining? Wow. How's that feel? Feel a difference with that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So
it feels tingly now.
Yeah.
It feels tingly and kind of magical.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. I like that because I connect the tingly with the magical too. For me, it's like when you're my example is like when you've kind of slept on your arm or something, you've cut off circulation, and then when you let that go, your arm gets tingly. It's like you're reallowing blood flow. You're reallowing the magic to come back in again because you've gotten rid of the crap that kind of blocks the magic or keeps it away or in some way does something that doesn't let you have it. So I like that. So what I want to do is I've been leading up to in this program is kind of giving you background to what can you do to activate your magical body, magical being, and magical life. And for me, the focus comes around out-creating the matrix. It's like I realize that there's so much going on that is not actually me that's in the way, that when I opened up to that, wow, there's a whole world of other stuff that I didn't see that allowed me to become more effective and allowed me to connect to my magical body and kind of activate and experience that more and have my being come online and experience more of that. And like my life just got more magical and fun and playful instead of engaged in the crap all the time. And so I'm starting a course that begins actually a week from now. It's a week from the recording that, if for those of you who are watching this on replay. So it's going to happen soon. And the goal here is to allow you to perceive the blocks that are common for people that the matrix has piled on and allow you to clear those, the blocks that have engaged your body in a way and allow you to clear or find ways to work around those and allow you to kind of get your life back online again in a vibrant and magical way. And so because that's not a short process, I found that it takes a while for people to actually become aware of, like, there's so many layers of crap. It's like, you notice with each one of these calls, you can hear more, you can perceive more, and it's like your space gets more, you recognize more of who you are. That's what happens with every program, increases more and more and more. And what if it's not you, that your mind and the culture around us have literally been programmed to not see it? And it takes a while and repeated experiences to actually start to really get what's going on and how this works. And so that's why I do it for a 3-month chunk. It's a thing where we meet every week. You'll get 1 or 2 connections with me, actually sometimes 3, as if you like, but 1 main live call a week. And each one can expand you to a bigger space, and we clear more crap. And so the concept is your body already experiences this interference. Your body already knows it's there. Your body gets it. It's your being that doesn't get it. And when your being doesn't get it, what you end up doing is making yourself wrong. And I repeat this many, many times. The more you interact with me, you'll hear this more often. What if every time you make yourself wrong, you're coming into an awareness of interference in your reality? And you're making yourself wrong. It feels heavy, and you're putting yourself down feels heavy because it's a lie. It's not actually your issue. It's actually interference manipulating your reality. As you can become more aware of that, you actually stop putting yourself down. And rather than putting yourself down, you go, okay, there's something messing in my reality. What is it, and how can I clear it? Like, it's a completely different way of thinking that occurs, but it takes time and repeated practice in doing that. So that's my invitation to you, is to explore that with me. So strategies, anybody have questions on that? I'm going to kind of move into a little subtopic here. That gives me an excuse to get a drink. So strategies for staying clear. It's like, have you ever had that experience where you took this workshop and you got like this expanded space and you felt really aware, but then what happens over the days and weeks that follows that, you kind of lose it, and it's like stuff moves into your reality and you feel locked down again, but it's different than what you had before? Anybody ever experienced that, or is that just me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like, what I noticed is it's not a contribution, or my interesting point of view is it's not a contribution just to have you in a program and have you clear stuff. I also need to be giving you tools to ongoing have yourself become clearer and keep going with it. So one of the other things that I do in this program is I give you tools. As we've worked with hundreds, not quite thousands yet, but we've worked with a lot of people, I've noticed the patterns in what locks people down repeatedly. And so we've categorized those and grouped those and put those into clearings and given you a way that you can access them very quickly and easily. So you can actually just scan the list and go, is it this, 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 this? Oh, it's that one. Okay. You clear that and boom, you're back to you again. So that's the other thing that we do, is we want to give you these tools that you can remain clear and keep expanding and keep moving into your magical life and keep creating a more magical life. So it's like, how much is the process you've been using to become more aware, how much is it you that's doing something wrong? And how much is it that interference keeps finding new ways to install itself in your reality? And feel that information. And what do you notice? How much is it you doing something wrong, and how much is it interference finding new ways to install itself?
It's manipulation trying to install itself. I can actually feel it coming towards me.
Yeah, all right. Anybody else?
Jay, did I get a sense that the interference machine is basically the mind?
The mind has been hacked. Yes.
Yeah.
But the mind is only one part of it, because you can learn to master the mind. It's about one of 8 categories that I've found. The mind is like one of those things. Most people are big in mind, so they'll focus in mind and they'll tangle you in mind. Once you find a way out of that, and I'll teach you everything I know about that, they'll start playing with other categories.
Who is the we that you keep referring to?
I've got a team that I work with, so
Okay.
I'm not alone. And when you come work with me on a course, you're part of my team. Like, I don't actually do this alone. When I engage a group for clearing, we collectively perceive things. When I'm with a group, I can perceive things I can't perceive alone. So every person who I've ever worked with is kind of part of my team. So when I say we, it's actually every person I've ever worked with who's assisted me in perceiving more.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, because it's a co-creation. It's not me doing it. So to say they're my tools doesn't feel really true in my reality, because when we get together, like, y'all contribute and share and co-create with me, and together we make a big change. And that's why I use the we. Thank you for asking that. Yeah. But so I noticed there's a bunch of fog around this. So around this question of how much is it you doing something wrong and how much is it something else installing itself. So what is everything that's upper active? Because we've engaged a lot of topics. Feel all that? It's just like blah, 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 blah. And everything all that is, let's put that in the pile. Whoa. Okay. And what is all the unknown? Let's skip that. Unconscious, anti-consciousness, energy fog, disinformation, cloaking, were Nikki's commands, booby traps, covert, unseen, unacknowledged, undisclosed energies and frequencies around all of these topics we've engaged today. Blah. And can we put all that in the pile?
Yes. Choose
Yeah, I choose that. Boop, in the pile. Everything down below, back behind, up above, way out front, left, right, inside, outside, everything remaining all in the pile. Take a step back, and body, not yours, not you, not you, not yours, not yours. Let it go, 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 let it go. Wah, wah. Okay. And can we shrink all that down to less than nothing?
Yes, I choose that.
Yeah, I choose that. Ooh, smaller, half, 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 half. Gone. And what are all the remaining entities, demonics, creatures, coalition, aliens, reptilians, parasitics, beings, doings, gods, angels, light workers, pre-tag light beings, pre-tag light workers too, pre-tag, pre-encapsulate all, freeze, tap down, trace, scan, ideal, and all their networks, hives, civilizations, universes, all their customers, clients, shareholders, stockholders, boards, directors, pre-tag, pre-encapsulate all, freeze, tap down, trace, scan, ideal, pre-tag, pre-encapsulate all. Wow. And everything that all that is, can we banish all those energies from all of our dimensions, realities, planets, virtual reality worlds, parallels, and do it now?
Yes, I choose that.
Yes, I choose that. And grab all that stuff and hurl it into the sun. Ready? Out. And grab it all and out. Grab it all. Out. Into the sun. And what is everything you agreed you would do for any of those energies? What is anything they agreed they would do for you? What is everything that was the benefit or value of engaging those energies? Everything that was not the benefit or value of engaging those energies? Wow. And can we just try and create all those agreements and points of view?
Yes, I choose that.
I choose that. And resend, revoke, recant, reclaim, renounce. Now it's just trying to create null, void, null, void, null, void, null, void, null, void. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Null, void, null, void, null, void, null, void. And banish anything remaining. Banish. Banish. If you feel like you go to clear stuff, or you hurl it out and there's stuff that's like stuck or kind of corded in or tangled in, there's agreements that hold that. So you just clear the agreements and then you hurl it out. And allow yourself to perceive anything that's still rooted in that you now recognize because you're in a more aware space. Grab it by the roots anywhere you see it, rip it up, or grab it by the stem, rip it up, and hurl it into the sun. Out, out, out. My reality. Out. Go get your own.
Hey, Jaden, does that include bindings, or are bindings different?
I usually add.
It feels like bindings to me.
Yeah. I usually add bindings when you see me doing the round and round and round and round and round and round and round thing. That's I'm doing bindings with you. Yeah. When you join, you'll actually get a chart with basically all the core clearings that we found. We found so many consistent patterns that we've charted them so you can just glance at it and you can even go down and find them. And bindings and rebindings are one of those things. It's stuff that just keeps like twisting around you over and over and over and over again, like plants that kind of crawl around. And they just kind of lash you in place. And that's what I'm unlashing when I do that. So yes, yeah, thank you. You just undo all those. So again, let's go back to how much of when you're trying to get clear and it's like you get clear and then it seems like it comes back. How much of that is you doing something wrong, which is a story they'll tell you, interference will tell you, and how much is it interference finding new ways to install itself in your reality?
Interference.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else?
That is just fucking nuts.
Yes, it is.
It's ongoing.
It is. It is. It is. The good news is that they're predictable and they have fairly consistent patterns about what they do. They don't have a huge repertoire. They do a lot of things, but they compared to an infinite being, it's not a huge repertoire. So you can actually figure it out. We figured out most of it and put it on charts so like you can reference it and you can clear it. And we'll teach you those things. It's like whatever program you take, whether me, with anybody else, you want to learn tools that allow you to stay clear on your own. And that's my objective. I don't want you to have to keep coming to my programs. I want you to become independent of me and be able to go off on your own. So I want to give you all the tools and you're able to do your thing and live your life and engage your magic. That's my ultimate goal of where I'm seeking to go. So one other thing that I want to have you look at is what are all the programs, energies, constructs, beings, doings that are attempting to keep awareness seekers unconscious and unaware planet-wide? Just allow yourself to perceive those energies. All the programs, energies, constructs, beings, doings, like all the individual entities that are out there, attempting to keep, let's say all the organizations, all of the governmental structures, all of the religious structures, all of the business or corporate structures, that their focus on some level is to attempt to keep awareness seekers like you unconscious and unaware. I just have to perceive all of that energy. Do you feel that?
Whoa. Yeah.
And allow yourself to expand to bigger than the planet and perceive more. Whoa. And bigger than the solar system and perceive more. And bigger than the galaxy and perceive more. And bigger than the universe and perceive more. And interestingly, as you start to get, and bigger than the multiverse and perceive all of it. And actually, as you get bigger, there's less and less, like, because it's actually fairly localized. It's condensed, which is a good thing, because you can expand into your infinite being and perceive it all. So allow yourself to perceive all that stuff. And can we now banish all of those energies that we can perceive? Do you choose to do? So
Yes,
pre-tag, pre-encapsulate, freeze, tap down, trace, trace, scan ideal. Where were we the infinite being when all these energies were created, assembled, modified, gilded, sourced, at their inception, insertion, creation, Copying, cloning, pre-tag, pre-encapsulate all, freeze, tap down, freeze, tap down, freeze, tap down, freeze, all. And all their networks, all their hives, all their civilizations, all their universes, all their customers, clients, shareholders, stockholders, boards of directors, pre-tag, pre-encapsulate all, freeze, tap down, trace, ask, and IDL, pre-tag, pre-encapsulate, because as a group, we can perceive and change more. So that's why we do it. Everything that is, everything that you perceive here that in your reality or in all of our realities that you don't feel belongs. If you feel belongs, leave it there. Don't clear it. If you feel it doesn't belong, can we choose to banish all those energies now?
Yes. Yes, I choose that.
Yes. Yes, I choose that. And out into the sun. Banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish. Out. Out. Banish, vanquish, banish. Out. Banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish. Wow. And what is everything we agreed we'd do for them? They agreed they would do for us. Was the benefit or value of engaging them? Not the benefit or value of engaging them? Blah. Can we destroy and create all of those?
Yes.
Yeah, I choose that. Yeah. Resend book, you can't reclaim, renounce, destroy and create. Null void, null void, null void. Bash, anguish, bash, anguish, bash, anguish, bash, anguish. And let all that go. Bash, anguish, bash, anguish, bash. Wow. What do you notice in your space or reality now?
Got quieter.
Yeah. Yeah. Notice that. It's like, wow, it's really quiet. Like my body looks around like, where is everything? Where'd it go? Yeah. We aimed at one of the targets of the facilitators is at the end of every program, we aim to leave you in that space of really quiet because it is just so nice. But yeah, it gets quieter. And it doesn't mean that something else won't move in, but you can perceive stuff move in and you can use tools to grab and clear it again. And it's like, okay, well, what if we can hack away at enough of this stuff as a group that we can actually change things on this planet? That's what I'm always kind of, yeah, I'm going to skip that for now. I'm about 15 minutes behind where I thought I'd be, 20 minutes. So, the other thing that I want to just kind of look at with you is one of the things that's always been fascinating to me, and it connects to magic, and that's why I bring it up, is there's so many mysteries in this reality that it's like when you explore those mysteries, there's new information and you find out new things about yourself. So it's like allow yourself to perceive, and we're just going to kind of feel the energy of these things, or just kind of tap into the energy. Don't bind yourself or connect in, just kind of perceive it loosely. So allow yourself to perceive what is everything you know, you and your body know about multiple realities, and what you can do with those and how you can use those to your advantage. And what is everything you know about multiple Earths, and how you can engage that and use that to your advantage. And what is everything you know about buried technologies and defense systems waiting for you to engage, like they're designed for you to turn on and activate or use or play with or dismantle, or like it's yours to play with? Wow. Allow yourself to feel the information of the original role of dragons, elves, dwarves, fairies, and other magical creatures. And I say the original roles because they've been hacked too, or it's my interesting point of view, they've been hacked. And what if you can engage energies, and the list goes way on. That's just a summary of things. But like, what if you could use that to your advantage? Allow yourself to perceive the information. Don't get tangled in this, but who or what is the source behind the energies of gods, angels, demons, archangels? Don't engage it, just perceive it. And what if you have the capacity to alter that and change that? And what is the true alien agenda here? Perceive that. And what if you have the capacity to engage that and have fun with it and alter it to your advantage? Whew. And what is everything that your infinite being knows that you could change, that would change the game here to work for a more symbiotic life? for her. For here, for here, more symbiotic life here. What is everything that your infinite being and body know you could use to change the game here? What are all the hidden capacities and magic that your infinite being has? Because there's some of it you've hidden from you, but there's a lot of it that has been masked or hidden over or blocked from you, and some of it is actually, now I'm not going to engage that, that'll get squirrely. So allow yourself to perceive your magic and capacities that the infinite being has that are accessible to you or could be accessible to you. And what are all the hidden capacities and magic that this planet has or that your body has, which is also a version of planet.
Oh, wow.
And everybody has different, we all have different like specializations and different connections and different focuses. So we all kind of have different information, but there's a lot of things that I do in the program where I want you to connect to what you know. And so I'll do things where I'll keep asking you questions, inviting you into your information. As you connect to that, you start to like wake up to certain things. And I'm going to say, so what is everything blocking your access to any of these that are beneficial to you or that feel like they could be fun for you to engage? And that's the way you know it's time. When it feels fun for you, like, wow, that'd be really cool. I'd love to play with that. It's time, like it's accessible to you, it's useful to you. So allow yourself to perceive any of those energies that we just opened to that feel like, wow, that'd be cool, I'd love to play with that. And allow yourself to perceive everything in the way of you engaging those. And can we put all that in the pile?
Yes, I choose that.
Yeah, I choose that. And in the pile, everything, wow. Wow. And allow yourself to perceive what is all the unknowable, unspeakable, unseeable, untouchable, undetectable, unconsciousness, anti-consciousness, energy fog, disinformation, cloaking, Wernicke's commands, booby traps. Whoa. Well, a lot of that. And all the covert, unseen, unacknowledged, undisclosed energies and frequencies around all of these energies in your reality. And can we put all that in the pile?
Yes, I choose that.
Yeah, I choose that. It's like it like closes down. Like I don't even want to look at the stuff. Like it's like whoa, all in the pile, and everything from down below, back behind, up above, way up front, everything from the left, from the right, inside, outside, everything remaining, all in the pile, all in the pile. Take a step back. Take a step back. Not you, not yours. Body, let that go. Let that go. Not yours, not you, not you, not you. None of that is yours. None of that is you. None of that is yours. None of that is yours. It may look like yours. You may have been told it's yours, but what if it's not yours? Let it go. 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 There you go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah. Nice. 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 Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Cool. And everything remaining, can we shrink all that stuff down to less than nothing?
Yes.
Yeah, I choose that.
I choose that. Half. Less than nothing. And vaporize anything remaining. Anything you missed is now toast. And what are all the remaining entities, demonic creatures, coalition aliens, reptilians, parasitics, beings, doing gods, other non-contributive energies and frequencies, pre-tag, pre-encapsulate? Because what happens is crap moves in, this programming, conditioning, and then beings actually kind of live there. And as we clear that space, all of a sudden you have all these beings now that are like, oh, my cover is gone. So allow yourself to perceive all of the entities, demonic creatures, coalition aliens. They're now naked. Reptilians, parasitics, beings, doing gods, pre-tag, pre-encapsulate, all. Freeze, tap down, trace, share, scan. I don't know if we need to visualize naked reptilians, but whatever. Pre-tag, pre-encapsulate, all. Freeze, tap down, trace, share, scan. Yeah. And can we banish all these energies from all our dimensions, realities, parallels, virtual reality, worlds, and simulations?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I choose that. And out into the sun. Out. As the co-creator of this reality, I choose out into the sun. Out into the sun. Out. And everything you agreed you would do for them, it's just kind of still some stringy hangers on. Everything you agreed you would do for them, they agreed they would do for you. Was the benefit or value of engaging them? Not the benefit or value of engaging them? Can we just try to create all that stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, I choose that. Resend, revoke, recant, reclaim, renounce, just trying to create, make, null, void, null, void, null, void, null, void, null, void, null, void, null, void. Sovereign being, sovereign body, free will universe, vaporize, vaporize, and anything remaining, banish. Into the sun. Out. Out. I said so. Out. Out. Yeah. It's quiet again. It's like, yay. Cool. And so that's like in a nutshell, that's like the shortest way of doing it. That's the most condensed way of doing it. It's like you open to new information and you grab everything that's in the way of that information, and anything that's manipulating you from accessing that, you clear it, and then allow yourself now to reconnect to everything that you know about multiple realities to your advantage, multiple Earths, buried technologies or defense systems, the original role of dragons, elves, dwarves, fairies, and other magical creatures as you so desire. Anything behind the source of gods, angels, demons, archangels that you might be able to change. Anything behind the alien agenda or the alien stuff that you can change or you could use to your advantage. And what is everything that your infinite being knows that could change the game to work for your life here and work for the planet here, and receive that? And what are all the hidden capacities and magic that your infinite being has that aren't so hidden anymore? Allow yourself to receive those. And what are all the hidden capacities and magic that your body or the planet have that aren't so hidden anymore, and receive those? And what does that feel like?
Really expansive.
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody else? What does that feel like?
Magical.
Yeah.
Inviting.
Yeah.
A rush.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm feeling, this rush and this tingling in my body. Yeah. 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 And what if this is just you reconnecting to the truth of you, and your body reconnecting to the truth of your body, and the planet reconnecting to the truth of the planet? Feel that?
This is
Yeah,
exactly
it's
what
like looking at something beautiful to me.
Yeah. 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 What were you saying, Alexandra?
I was saying that what you said, that's exactly, that was my experience. I'm reconnecting to myself. This is so familiar. It's me.
Yeah.
And I didn't have access to it in a while, and that was a painful process.
Yes.
And like, you know, oh, okay, me, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not lost.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. So this is just after 3 calls. Imagine doing this weekly for a month. Where would you be then? And what I found, for me personally, and for the people I've worked with, it's not a you turn it on and it's there. It's like it comes in layers, and you embody more of it, and then you expand to encompass that in your reality, and then you get more. And so the week after week approach allows you to just keep taking in more and becoming more of that, becoming more of that, becoming more of that. And so that's the for me what the value is of doing that. I don't have time. How do I do this? I want to do it anyway. There's one thing I'm not gonna be able to explain to you, but there's one process that I came up with early on after working really condensed with people, and finding out what does it take to, like, what's blocking people's, why can't they perceive all of them? Why can't they perceive the magnitude of their greatness? And what I found is it was what I call fracturing of consciousness. And so indicators of fracturing, see if any of these are common to you. You feel like you've lost yourself, you can't get back. You feel you can have experiences of being triggered by something and then you're unable to become aware. You keep clearing and clearing and clearing and it seems like it comes back like nothing ever changes. Stuck in a victim space and you can't get out. Feel like you're trapped in some old past stuff and it's just stuck there. You feel like you've slipped backwards into unconsciousness, like nothing has ever changed, like you've never ever cleared anything. You feel helpless, discouraged, irritable, paranoid. You have intense or random emotional states. Your heavier, lighter is jumbled and confused. You feel alien or like you don't belong here. You feel like you're not connected to your body, this planet, this reality, your direction or flow in life. You feel you have like odd flashbacks to past times that just seem weird, like they're incongruent with your reality. Your body is like perceiving or functioning differently or oddly, or you've tried everything else and nothing works. How many of you have ever experienced one or more of those, or all of them?
All of them.
So when simple clearing doesn't work, you're in what I call a fracture. And these are the indicators of fracture. If you ever notice any of these things up, what I did was I found that there's a construct that occurs that I'm not going to explain, but that we can clear. And I want to run a part of that process. I don't have time to do the whole process with you, but I want to run just some of the elements of that process with you. And I want you to notice, how do you feel now before we start? Now, we've already been doing a lot of clearing, so it's kind of unfair, but notice how you feel now. And even from the more expanded space, I want you to notice how you feel at the end of this. And it's just a series of clearings that I'm going to teach you to do, not today, but in the course. I'm going to teach you to do, and you'll have the printouts, and you'll have the audio files, and you'll have videos and all kinds of stuff, so you can access it anytime you want. But let me run you through this series of clearings. And if you're in a fracture, you'll notice a difference. If you're not in a fracture at the moment, then you'll just feel a little bit clearer. So let's try this. So what does the infinite being or infinite planet know to be all the fractures or alters that are up, active, or capable of resolution, or that body and I, or body and you, are operating as or through? Just perceive that information, put it in the pile. And what is everything that prevents knowing or awareness of fracture stuff? And let's put that in the pile. Everything from down below, back behind, up above, front, left, right, inside, outside, everything remaining all in the pile. Can we shrink that down to less than nothing?
Yes, I choose
Yep,
that.
I choose that. Boo. Vaporize, say goodbye, vaporize, say goodbye. And what does the infinite being, if a planet know to be everything that creates separation between body, being, and any authentic fractures? And everything that is, let's put that in the pile. And everything down below, back behind, up above, way up front, left, right, inside, outside, everything remaining. And we're going to stack a couple things in the pile here. Just leave it in the pile. Don't let go of it. Body let go, not yours, not you, not you, not you. And what are all the creation points for these fractures? What are all the modification points for these fractures? What are all the decision points that led to those creation or modification points? All that information, can we put that in the pile?
Yes.
Yeah, I choose that. And down below, back behind, up above, way out front, from the left, the right, inside, outside, everything remaining, all in the pile. Take a step back. And can we shrink all that stuff down to less than nothing?
Yes, I choose that.
Yeah, I choose that. And vaporize. Okay. And what does the infinite being, infinite planet know to be all the personality and identity imprinting, all the retemplating, all the disguised memory implants here? And can we put all that stuff in the pile?
Yes.
Yeah, I choose that. And what are all the patterns and layers above and below that and above and below that and intertangled and intertwined with all that? And put that in the pile. Wow. And everything from down below, back behind, up above, way out front, left, right. Everything from inside, outside, everything remaining of those energies. Body, let that go. Not yours, not you, not you, not yours, not you. None of that's yours, none of that's you. Can we shrink all that down to less than nothing?
Yes, I choose.
Yeah,
that.
I choose that. Ooh. Vaporize, goodbye. Okay. And who does all this stuff belong to? And here we're looking to see, let's do which one is lighter? Who does all this fracture stuff belong to? You, someone else, or something else?
Something else.
Something else, yeah. So allow yourself to perceive everything that something else has in your reality. And let's put that in the pile. And everything down below, back behind, up above, way out front, left, right, inside. And everywhere that then pre-tag, pre-encapsulate that something else, can we banish that something else from your reality?
Yes, I choose that.
Yeah, I choose that. And into the sun. Everything we agreed we'd do for them, they agreed they would do for us. Was the benefit or value, not the benefit or value? Can we just try and create all those?
Yes.
Yeah, I choose that. Resend book, you can't reclaim, vaporize, vaporize. Whoa. And so what is everything remaining holding these fractures and containments open and active across all realms, fractures, relationships, timelines, universes, planets, simulations, virtual reality, worlds, detected or undetectable? And everything that is, can we put all that in the pile?
Yes. Yeah.
Yep, I choose that. In the pile. Everything down below. Everything back behind. Up above. Way out front. Left. From the right. Inside. Outside. Everything remaining. All in the pile. All in the pile. All in the pile. All in the pile. Wow. And body, not you, not yours, not you, not yours. Let it go. Let it go. Take a step back. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Not yours, not yours, not yours. Not you, not you. None of that's you, none of that's you, none of that's you, none of that's you. There you go. None of that's you, none of that's you, none of that's you. And can we shrink all that stuff down to less than nothing?
Yes, I choose that.
Yeah, I choose that. Boo. Hyper shrink. And vaporize. Okay. And if you notice around, you notice things moving, or I always at this point seem to notice stuff moving around. And so there we go. So what are all the remaining entities, demonic creatures, coalition aliens and their supporters, reptilians, parasitics, beings, doings, gods, and other non-contributive, supportive energies or frequencies? Pre-tag, pre-encapsulate all, freeze, tap down, trace, scan all, and all their networks, hives, civilizations, universes, and all their customers, clients, shareholders, stockholders, boards of directors. Pre-tag, pre-encapsulate all of those energies. Freeze, tap down, freeze, tap down. Where were we, the infinite beings, when they were created? And we're just kind of perceiving information. Created, assembled, modified, gilded, sourced at their inception, at their insertion, at their creation, at their copying, cloning, at other. Pre-tag, pre-encapsulate from all those points. Pre-tag, pre-encapsulate all. And can we banish all these energies?
Yes.
Yeah, I choose that. Into the sun. Out. Banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish. Out into the sun. Everything we agreed we would do for them, they agreed they would do for us. Was the benefit of value engaging them, not the benefit of value? Can we just try and create all that?
Yes, I choose
Yeah,
that.
I choose that. Resend book, you can't reclaim, vaporize, by null void, null void. Banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish. All the remaining entities, demonic creatures, coalition aliens, pre-tag, pre-encapsulate all. Freeze, tap down, freeze, tap down, freeze. Grab them all into the sun. Banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish. Whew. And they leave garbage behind. What are all the structures, constructs, adaptations, mutations, systems, stacks, stringers, implants, hooks, and triggers? Anything left behind by these energies? Can we put all that in the pile?
Yes, I choose
Yeah,
that.
I choose that.
Yes, I choose that.
Everything down below, back behind, up above, front, left, right, and wow. And body, let that go. Not yours, not you, not you, not you, not you, not you, not you, not yours. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. There we go. Yeah. Yep. And can we shrink all that stuff down to less than nothing?
Yes, I choose that.
Yeah, I choose that. And everything remaining, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish. Yeah, quietness. So what are all the remaining, this is cleanup, what are all the remaining Wernicke's commands, booby traps, program systems agreements, divine gold billion trillion year agreements, entry exit agreements, safety protection clauses, anchors and signatories across all realms, relationships, timelines, fractures, universes, planets, simulations, virtual reality worlds, detected and undetectable. Grab all that stuff, put all that in the pile. Down below, back behind, up above, we have front, left, right, inside, outside, everything in the pile. And we're going to add more to that pile, but body, let that go. Not yours, not you, not you, not yours, not yours. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. And what are all the allegiances? These are more agreements. Allegiances, alliances, loyalties, diplomatic relations you have? These are the rebindings. What are the binds, double binds, triple binds, quadruple binds, binds, span binds, binds, span binds to infinitum? All the auto install, auto reinstall, auto backup systems, technologies, magics, anchor signatories here. Wow, across all. And can we put all that stuff in the pile?
Yes.
Yeah, I choose that. And everything down below, back behind, up above, way up front, left, right, inside, outside, everything remaining. Take a step back from that body, let that go. None of that's yours, none of that's yours, none of that's yours, none. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Yeah, there we go. And can we now destroy and create all that stuff and clear all those agreements?
Yes, I choose that.
Yes, I choose that. Resend, revoke, recant, reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy and create, make null void, 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 null void. And vaporize. Vaporize, ignite, null void, null void, null void, null void, null void. Wow. And what is all the remaining unknowable, unspeakable, unseeable, untouchable, undetectable? Unconsciousness, anti-consciousness, energy fog, disinformation, cloaking, and all the covert, unseen, unacknowledged, undisclosed energies and frequencies around all of this? And everything that's been up or active for this entire call? Can we put all that in the pile?
Yes.
Yeah, I choose that. In the pile. And everything down below, back behind, up above, way up front, left, right, inside, outside, everything remaining. Wow. And body, let that go. Not yours, not you, not you, not yours. None of that's yours. None of that's you. None of that's yours. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Yeah. Nice, nice. And can we shrink all that stuff down to less than nothing?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah, I choose that. Nice. Cool. And where's everywhere, these are the last ones, where's everywhere you've decided now is not great enough to be fully here? Put that in the pile. Where's everywhere you're looking for something better than right now? Like you're not living now because you're looking for a better something? All that in the pile? Yeah, I know, me too. I used to be anyway. In the pile. And what is everything keeping you from being amazing and magical right here, right now? Whew. And can we put all that in the pile?
Yes.
Yeah, I choose that.
Yes, I choose it.
Everything down below, back behind, up above, way up front, left, right, inside, outside, everything remaining, all in the pile. Take a step back and body, let that go. Not yours, not you, not you. None of that's yours. None of that's 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 you. Wow. And can we shrink all that stuff down to less than nothing?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I choose that. And vaporize. Resend, book, can't reclaim, null void, null void, null void. Banish, anchors, banish, anchors, banish, anchors, banish. Yeah. And how do you feel now?
Excelente.
Oh, I like that.
I'm learning Spanish.
I like it. Excelente. Anybody else?
Totally spaced out.
Spaced out? So
Yeah.
you're embodying more space? So
yes.
how much is there something else that's feeling spaced out? So
Probably
how much?
most of it, actually. There's still something there that's.
Yep. So
Yeah,
how much of it is you that's spaced out, and how much it is something else that's spaced out? Because we've just cleared all of its groundings, everything it knew, all of its reality, and it's now, oh! So allow yourself to grab all that stuff and into the sun. Out, vanish. Out, vanish. Out, vanish. Because when body and being have space, you're like, oh, yeah. Cool. Anybody else? How do you feel?
I feel more like I'm not like just more with my body, and like we are together.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
I like it. May I address something else?
I'm going to say no. I'm sorry. We'll have a live call for Q&A coming up this week. Actually, we have two of them. And you can ask any question you want. I won't have content. You just ask questions. So if you could hold it for that call, I'd appreciate it.
Awesome. Yes, thank you.
Because I'm running late. I want to get done in my window. Thank you. So, like, if you had fractures, if you were operating out of or in a fracture before, you'll now feel more you. You'll feel more connected. You'll feel more strong, more present, more magical, more like anything is possible. Anybody
more
feel
potent?
Like more potent? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What if that's the truth of who you be? What if that's the way you're intended to feel every day of your life? That's my interesting point of view. But what if there are things you can do to clear to get back to this on a consistent basis?
Yes, I choose that.
Yeah. And that's the cool part, is like we've developed these tools, and I say we because it's all of us have worked to develop these tools and keep refining so that it's actually a predictable space that we can get to, both as a group and as individuals. I don't have the time to do that. My invitation to you is, if you've enjoyed these 3 calls, and if you feel expansive, and if you feel like, especially after this one, like you're like, whoa, like you're getting it, like, wow, okay. And if you feel like this is something that would benefit you, I invite you to sign up today, ideally, for the course. The course that's going to start on June 23rd, I think. I got to look at the calendar. It's basically a week from the recording of this call. And I want to invite you into feeling this, because this always blew my mind, is allow yourself to perceive what it feels like in 10 years if you were to take this course and you go on this 3-month journey with our group. And feel what your future would feel like in 10 years if you did that.
Whoa!
Wow.
It always blows my mind. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
And allow yourself to perceive what your life would feel like in 10 years if you don't take this course.
Yeah, like today.
Same old, yeah. And for some people, it may be lighter to not take this course. I'm not saying this is relevant for everybody. This is not the right tool for everybody. But for some people who are looking to go in a certain direction, this is the thing for them. For other people, this is off course for them, and the second one would feel lighter. So you're going to have to kind of check in with you personally and see which feels right for you. If this isn't right for you, I don't want you to take this course. It's the reason I have you check this here. It's like, because you really want something that feels expansive for you. You want to feel more of you by engaging these materials. If not, then there's some other materials that somebody else has or that you have to develop that can take you where you need to go. Just a wrap up that I've noticed in the years of doing this with people is recognize that interference, manipulation does not want you to take this program. I've had people who are like, "Oh my God, I'm feeling attacked and I'm overwhelmed and my life has turned to shit." And I'm like, "Sign up for the course, like quickly." And they're like, "Oh, but I can't because of this and that." And I said, "Well, find a way to work around all that and sign up anyway, because all the bullshit goes away." Because as soon as interference realizes that you're signed up, they're like, "Shit, we lost." They leave you alone. So if you notice that your reality is being manipulated, or they'll insert thoughts, like Ron was talking about, the mind stuff. They love playing with your mind. Like, what if your thoughts, the thoughts in your mind, aren't actually sourced by you? And we'll work on mind, a whole separate thing. I don't have time for that right now. But so you'll get thoughts like, "Yeah, something about this isn't right," or, "You shouldn't engage this stuff," or, I love this one, "Oh, this stuff is dangerous." And it is dangerous, but not to you. It's dangerous to them. And so they'll tell you their point of view, like, "No, this is dangerous. Like, everybody's going to perish." Yeah, they're going to perish. They're going to end up leaving your reality. So it is dangerous in a way, just not your way. And like, just they stick garbage in your reality. Or they'll use the old standard ones. "Well, I can't afford it," or "I don't have time," or blah, 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 blah. Or some people are like with the time zones. And there are legitimate things that we have in our reality. But when you know that you can change your life that dramatically and that powerfully, like, there are just some things you just do. You're just like, "I will find a way to make this happen." And that's what I've always done. So if you notice that your reality is being manipulated, just sign up and they'll leave you alone more. It's weird how that works, but you'll find that out. There'll be a link down below this video if you're watching it in a recording. If you're watching it live, then you'll get the email with the replay, and I'll give you a link. Or you could write down this one, jaden-fox.com/magic, and that will take you to the page where I'll explain all about the course. And you get all the details about what's involved in the course, what it costs, course dates, and all that information. And there'll be some parts of the dates that are in at this time zone at this time, and there'll be other ones that will be at a time for Europe, so that it's not in the middle of the bloody night for people in Europe. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't have another way to do that. So I will do some programs just for y'all. Which actually brings me to this week. I want to give you time, because I love doing this stuff where you're asking questions, and like, "I got this going on," and I can just kind of help you to untangle some quick stuff. I'm going to do, I find them so fun. So I'm going to do 2 calls this week. I'll do one in this time zone at this time, and I'll do one at a time zone that's convenient for people in Europe. Where I'm not going to present anything. You just ask and we'll play. So come and play. I'll send you an email with those times for this week for those 2. And that'll be closer to, like, there's programs that we'll do once a week that are structured calls, like these last 3 calls have been. And then there'll be open-ended calls where they're just Q&A. We show up and we play and we see where things take us. And there's such cool stuff that we engage when we do that. So I want to invite you to those 2 calls this week. And in the course, we do those on a regular basis as well. So because I like to play that way too. So I did it in almost in time. So cool. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for going on this awesome journey. Thank you for sharing your awareness with me and helping me to clear more. And what awareness, energy, and frequency can we in our bodies be to change our lives, this planet, and our bodies, so that we are more magical, and this place is more magical, and this planet is more magical. Because I know it's possible, and I know we can do it. So let's step into that. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for coming here. Bye.
Thank you, Jay.
Bye.
Thank you, Jaden.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.